I recently did a couple of videos on the Allman Brothers in memory of Elizabeth Reed, going over the intro and the themes, and then Dickey's solo. And so someone asked if I could go over the rhythm part, and the basic rhythm parts are very simple, but I'm going to also show a couple ways that I like to expand on it. But these aren't things that Duane and Dickey would do necessarily, but it's just the overall thing. So the first thing is, when you start the song, if you watch footage of the original band, Duane and Dickey, they play it very simply, and it's just this A minor 9 to A minor 7, and then A minor 9, and then it's sort of like a D6 or B minor 7 over A. And they don't really put the open A string pedal in there. It's just, they're kind of lightly raking as opposed to hitting them all at once. And then typically Dickey on a lot of live versions plays A Dorian melodies. It's the same as G major, so it's a minor scale with a major sixth in there. So it's just good to know. Another thing that's interesting is Dickey plays the melody over there, but Duane plays it. He plays it over there. So these are things I just noticed today after playing the song for 54 years. But anyhow, when they go into the up-tempo part for most of the soloing, in videos you can see Duane, very faithfully just going. And that's it. It's just, he just repeats that over and over. He does slide into this, and he stays there, and then when Duane solos, Dickey elaborates a little bit more, but not much. Just he might go. One thing I'll do when I'm playing is I'll think about voicings that follow A Dorian. So I might play this, which sounds really nice. Just these little things. You don't want it to get in the way, but there's lots of things that you can do just to make it more interesting. Another thing I might do is play A minor 9, sus4 over there, and then switch that to, so that's like a D13. Or this, or this. There's so many things that you can do. So the last thing I'll show you is this thing that's based on fourths, and I have to be careful because it can get in the way of the soloist, which you don't want to do, because the chords are more complex. Based on fourths. So open D, open G, C, F sharp, and then what's going to happen is every string is just going to follow a Dorian. So what you do is you get this. We go backwards. So these two, and then that's really nice. So you have to think about it for a second, because you're not just, so most of it's either this shape or this shape. And you can stick to those if you really want. But again, this is more elaborate. But if you would like, you can it's just a great sound. The thing to keep in mind when you're an accompanist is don't get in the way of the soloist. So you have to listen. You could find your spots. Listen to the drums and what's happening there. Or you could simply stick with. You know, there's just so much room for things to do when you're listening to the band play. You know, I might even play like something like that. You know, you just listen for the possibilities that are there. So be creative and have fun with it.